Well, good evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again. We're to give you guys an evening forecast preview before your 7-day forecast comes out about 7:30 this evening here. So today's been relatively quiet, kind of like I mentioned before yesterday, more of a fall-like day across the state. You got some scattered showers across southern Arkansas here, kind of keeping the temperatures down there. El Dorado coming in at about 72 right now. Camden coming in at 73. Texarkana coming in at 73 as well. Where you can see where the temperatures were allowed to warm up because the cloud cover kind of broke away this afternoon. We really soared into the 80s here. I believe Little Rock's coming in at 84 right now. Hot Springs coming in at 81. Russellville's coming in at 81. Also towards Fort Smith coming in at 81. Fayetteville, you were at 80. You're starting to make that drop off since the sun's beginning to set here. So overall, not a bad day across the state here. We're going to zoom this out, kind of show you guys our next disturbance coming out from the west. And you can see over here towards the Texas Panhandle, over here eastern New Mexico and western Oklahoma. That is the next disturbance that's going to ride along pretty much a stalled out boundary down here across central Texas, central Louisiana. You can see the 70s all the way down to near the Gulf Coast here. So you can tell where the frontal boundary is, where you have 70s behind it and near 90 ahead of it here. So this disturbance is going to ride along that front, and there's going to provide some scattered showers across southern Arkansas here as we get towards late tonight and into the first part of your Thursday morning here. Nothing is expected to be severe or anything like that, but we are expecting some rainfall down there in southern Arkansas here. Rainfall totals, unfortunately, will not be significantly high to kind of get rid of some of this wildfire danger and some of these burn bans across the world. But otherwise, should be pretty quiet across the state as we get towards night here. So let's take a look at your highlights for this evening. As I mentioned before, little to no rainfall chances over the next 7 days, but we are expecting some showers down in southern Arkansas. Very cool and very comfortable for tonight through your Thursday morning here. So if you're getting the kiddos ready for school, make sure they have a light hoodie. Temperatures could easily fall into the 50s, especially across North Arkansas. I cannot rule out, especially any higher elevations, I cannot rule out a 49 or 50 degree reading up there for first thing tomorrow morning here. So you got kiddos going to school, make sure they have that hoodie. Temperatures should rebound pretty good as we get towards tomorrow afternoon. Like I mentioned before, a little no rainfall over the next 7 days here, guys. It's going to be very spotty, mainly across our southern portions of the state. Nothing that's going to really help our wildfire or our burn ban issue here. And as I mentioned before, that continues to be an issue for us here in Arkansas. So let's take a look at our burn bans here. And not much of a change from yesterday. We have a few counties that did drop off. But overall, if you are in the burn ban area, and I know it's cool, temperatures are in the 50s and 60s at night, daytime highs are in the 70s, and you have that strong urge to do bonfires and stuff like that, if you're in a burn ban, you cannot do it, folks, okay? There's violations that can result in fines or imprisonment, and they're there for a reason, because one spark can easily start a wildfire, even if temperatures are as cool as they are now. So heed those burn bans, guys. Be smart. If you're not in the burn ban, you can do it, but still be careful, because there's a lot of places, especially in southern Arkansas, that have that very high wildfire danger here. So keep that in mind if you're planning on doing something like that outdoors here. And speaking of that wildfire risk, it's mainly confined across southwestern Arkansas. We should start to chip away at this a little bit, especially if we keep getting these disturbances to kind of ride along that boundary that stalled out across central and southern Louisiana, central Texas, near the Gulf Coast. So if we start getting these disturbances to bring a little bit more rainfall, we should start to chip away at the high wildfire danger a little bit. But be careful. Like I said, be careful if you're in a burn ban risk. Make sure that you're being careful if you're planning on doing any bonfires over the next couple of days here. So let's take a look at the temperature outlook over the next 6 to 14 days here, above normal. So it doesn't mean that we're going to get back to the 100-degree temperatures or anything like that. It's not going to be oppressive heat, but we are going to rebound back to above normal here. And I believe our averages now, since we're mid to late September, are going to start falling from the upper 80s down into the low 80s here. So you could be 81, 82 degrees and still be above normal here. Now, this is something I want to kind of talk to you guys about here real quickly here, and this is going to be the precipitation outlook for the next 6 to 14 days here. And this doesn't mean this is going to be drought busting, but it is going to help our case here in Arkansas to kind of get some rainfall and start to chip away at the drought and start to chip away at these burn bans and the wildfire risk here. So this is pretty good news coming in from the Climate Prediction Center here, guys. So for tonight, as I mentioned before, we've got some scattered showers possible across southern Arkansas here, only 30% coverage. Not everybody's going to see rainfall, but if you do, just enjoy it because we definitely need it. But otherwise, temperatures are going to be mid to upper 50s, especially across North Arkansas. Upper 50s, low 60s across central, and then low 60s across southern Arkansas here. So, as I said before, we've got your 7-day forecast, including the Arkansas versus BYU game coming up on Saturday, coming up at about 7:30 this evening here. So, we'll keep you guys updated right here in your source for all things Arkansas weather.